We have always taken what has been a need in the community and created programming based on that need. We began as a volunteer organization in 1987 in reaction to HIV and AIDS. There were no services for American Indian people, and so we began providing them. Today our mission is to improve the health and welfare of Indigenous peoples, and we do that in a variety of ways.
This was a tiny organization in the late 80s, and it has grown and expanded and become a real gem in the heart of the city. There's so much going on now at the Indigenous Peoples Task Force.
We have housing, we do HIV testing, we have case management services, we have youth programs for both theater and sexual health, and our tobacco programs.
The Indigenous Peoples Task Force and our departments are working really hard to build a network of care. Make a space so that a client who needs specific services can easily access them.
Our long-standing Mikwanedun Youth Theater program uses experiential education to teach young people about all of the things that our youth face on a daily basis. In the last couple of years, we've worked on a piece called We'll Do It for the Water, which dealt with the environment. Everything is a Circle, which deals with sexual violence and historical trauma and also healing. And we're working on a new piece around tobacco prevention. But our youth are trained in all of these issues.
Something will come up and we'll say, okay, that's a play we need to focus on, because that's what's happening in our communities right now.
I see the power, the influence of that program on these young people. It really changes lives.
I was really like a shy and meek person. I didn't really get out much. I just kept to myself and my family. And when I started the group, it definitely helped keep my confidence up, learn more about myself and how I want to be described as a Native American Indigenous person, building up my confidence enough to go for stuff that I never thought I would do.
We're crammed in every nook and corner of this building. If we're fortunate to build our new building, it will be able to house us all adequately. It will have a small black box theater, and it will have a commercial kitchen where we'll be able to take produce from our own garden and create breakfast and lunch for people in the community.
The most important thing I think that we do here is we provide skills and opportunities for young people and adults to create change in their community. Understanding why this is important, why these traditional foods are important, but also really understanding why it's important to grow the way we do, to grow in a way that's good for the soil. Some key elements, sustainability elements that will be incorporated in the building. The first is using compressed earth block for part of the lower floor of the building. That will help reduce energy costs, keep the building cool in the summertime and warmer in the wintertime.
One of the things that I have tried to share with friends of mine who have stepped up to support this project is how important I think it is for those of us who continue to live on Native land to say, we see you, we honor the traditions, and it gives all of us an opportunity to invest in something that's really important.
I feel like space has always been taken away from Indigenous people. To have such a strong community here in Minneapolis, specifically around Franklin Ave, and having Indigenous Peoples Task Force be here is really nice because it's accessible.
The name of the new building will be Mikwanedun Audisookon, which means to remember our teachings. It will allow us to house our current programming and also to build on that, to expand. We've incorporated these teachings that our ancestors left for us. Those 7 grandmother and grandfather teachings, to be loving, to be kind, to be honest, to be courageous. That's what makes us Indigenous people. That what makes us Ojibwe, Lakota, Dakota, is fulfilling those value systems. Sometimes the only way for young people to learn what does it mean to be Indigenous is right here.